One day, Dr. Watson visited his friend Sherlock Holmes at his Baker Street apartment and found him contemplating a new case file, looking unusually puzzled. "Watson. Are you faced with a difficult puzzle this time, Holmes?" Holmes, with a faint smile. "You know, Watson, that I don't believe in the impossible, but this case is strange and perplexing." Holmes then began to recount the details. Colonel James Barclay, a retired British officer, was found dead in his tightly locked sitting room, with only his wife, Mary Barclay, with him. Strangely, the door was locked from the inside, and there were no obvious signs of violence on the body, only a few minor bruises on the head. Watson, in surprise. "Do you think his wife killed him?" Holmes. "The inspector thinks so. But he has no conclusive evidence. What's interesting is that the maid reported hearing the couple arguing, then a scream, then a crash. When they forced the door open, they found the husband dead, and the wife unconscious, muttering the name David." This name piqued Holmes's curiosity, and he began his investigation by looking into the couple's past. He learned that Mary had been in a relationship with a young man named David before her marriage to Barclay, and that David had suddenly disappeared while serving in India, his fate unknown. While searching the room where the crime occurred, Holmes noticed something unusual, a small wooden stick and an unfamiliar footprint, as if the owner had been hunchbacked or lame. Holmes, thoughtfully. "Someone has been here, not of the household, and I believe this person holds the key to the case." After much investigation, Holmes arrived at a tramp living in a London slum named Henry Wood. This hunchbacked man appeared pale, supporting himself with a strange-looking cane, living in tragic circumstances. Holmes confronted him calmly. "Holmes. You were at the Barclays' house the night he died. Why were you there?" Henry Wood, in a trembling voice. "Yes, I was. But I didn't kill him. I swear. Let me tell you my story." Henry began to recount his past. He had been a young soldier in the British Army, engaged to Mary. But Barclay, driven by jealousy and betrayal, had set him up while they were in India, luring him into a trap and leading him into enemy hands. He was captured and tortured, and remained in captivity for years, leaving him with hideous physical deformities, until he was able to escape. "Henry. I'm no longer the same. I've become a deformed hunchback. I've lived on the margins, and people look at me like I'm a forgotten creature. I've only returned to face Mary, to understand why she abandoned me." He added that he met Mary, and when he saw Barclay, his anger exploded, but he didn't lay a hand on him. All he did was shout at him and confront him with the truth. At that point, Barclay collapsed and fell dead, of a sudden heart attack. Holmes, calmly. "There was no murder, but a heavy past that exploded in the F.A.